Alright guys, welcome back, and today we're going to be finishing the handle and fitting it to the axe head, and we'll put the maker's mark on. But before that, I want to show you guys a little something. Alright, so as many of you know, I was working on the broad axe hewing handle, and it looks really good. It's nice and small. It's, what is it? I don't know the dimensions on it, but it's a 8-pound broad axe head, so it's pretty darn heavy. But what I wanted to ask you guys is, how do you sharpen something like this? Because all my files, they don't sharpen this. And there's a lot of nicks in the blade, and back here needs to be flattened, so got to figure out something with that. I was thinking belt sander, but then that might grind away too much, so might make a separate video on this if you guys give me enough feedback, and I'll do that. But let's get to the actual video. Alright, so guys, before we fit the handle on, here's what we need to do. We need to clamp this in the vise, and we need to cut right through the center so we can put a wedge in here. Alright, so we'll be cutting it with this handmade Craftsman with chrome steel. Put a picture of it for you guys. And upcoming video, I might sharpen this because it's been getting really dull with all the work I've been doing. And if you guys have been watching, I redid the handle. I didn't do a video on this, but I did it on my own. So let's get to it. Alright, so we're just going to place it on here, and I'm going to put my finger on here to begin with, and I'll do this just to get a fine line, and then I'll move my fingers for you guys. Alright, so that's as far as I'm going down. Alright, so we're now going to pop this handle out, and we're going to need to make a wedge for it. So I'm going to take this, and I'm going to place it in the vise. Alright, so here's what's going to happen. I'm going to take my Sharpie. I'm going to mark just above the line. So I want my chisel marks to go right about, actually, I'm going to go to the second line, right about there. And I'm going to take a sharp chisel, and I'm going to chisel this all down. Alright, so I got my 32mm chisel out, and I'm just going to carefully work this down. Alright, so once that's done, I'm going to take my saw, and I already have it marked right here. All I'm going to do is make a fine cut all the way down. And just needs to get a little bit of a start. so I think that's at the end, so I'm just gonna undo it a little bit. See if I can pop it out really easily. And let's see, just give it a few more passes maybe. Back you guys up. And there we go. So it's cleared, and now we're gonna go fit the axe handle to the head. Alright, so I got the handle and now I got the head. And all I'm gonna do is start to pound this in. I want it to be nice and tight. I'm actually gonna use my other hammer so it doesn't split. Alright, so we're getting close. It's all flared out at the end. I'm actually going to stop because it's starting to crack right here. So what I'm going to do now is take my wedge I just made. I'm going to use my hammer again and just pound this softly in. Alright, now we're going to transfer this over to the vise. Alright, so I got my axe in the vise. I'm actually going to switch over to a wood block now to pound it. Alright, so this isn't going in any further. It's actually causing my hand to slip a little bit, which is fine. So, here's what we're going to do. Ooh, cut the lens. We're going to take this, put it in the vise this way. We're going to use the saw and cut off the excess. You guys can't see it. We're going to cut off the excess. Move you guys over here. Wedge. Take our saw. We're just going to come right up to this edge. There we go, and then we'll pound it in just slightly further. Alright, so I'm just going to take my mallet again and pound the top. And now that's flush, so here's how it looks. Let's see if I can get it to keep on. So we just need to clean this up a little bit. I'll do that right now. But handle's in really tight. Top. Could have done a little bit better with the wedge, but if you guys see, let's see. Come on, focus. No? Alright, on manual. It flares out at the end, so that's what we were looking for. Now it's time for the maker's mark. So here's my maker's mark, and it's just a simple Z, and it's backwards because when I transfer it over to the wood, it'll actually be an actual Z. So right now it's backwards, but it'll look good in just a minute. So I made this maker's mark on my own, so it doesn't have a handle or anything. didn't really spend a ton of time. I had to go through a couple designs just to get to this. So I'm just going to clamp it in here, make sure it's tight, won't fall out without my hand being there. And I'm going to take it over to the fire. So my method of heating my Maker's Mark up is a little hiking, oh come on, my match broke. It's a portable stove, so all I'm going to do is light my match, if it'll light. Come on. We'll get it. We'll find something that'll cause it to spark. Let's see, give you guys focus. Oh, here it goes. There we go. So, I'm just gonna put that on there. It's now going. You guys probably can't see it, but it's going. And turn it up. And I'll put this on for a little bit, and I'll have my handle nearby. Alright, so it's good and hot now, and I'm just going to transfer this onto my wood. There we go. I'm going to do a couple more Maker Marks elsewhere on other handles. Alright, so I'm now going to put it on my hewing axe handle we did a little while ago. And there we go. Alright, so here's how the first handle turned out. Let's see. It's not going to focus for you guys. I'll focus it. So the Z's really standing out, and the hewing axe handle, that Z is also looking really nice. Now I might oil it up a little bit. I'm not sure about that yet. It's a dark wood, so I don't really need to oil it. It looks good how it is. But anyways, that's it. And this axe is actually going to be for my little sister, because it's a hammer and a hatchet, so it'll be her first. So I don't want it to be scary sharp, because one little mistake can be costly. So I'm just going to leave it how it is. It can get rust on it, whatever. As long as she doesn't break this handle, we'll be good. So thanks for watching, guys, and I will see you guys on the next video. So this coming Saturday. So look to see you guys then. So see you guys later.